shows is also left in Burtville. If
Okay.
in case that comes up.
You, in the email you said that my two brothers and I had like 2.5, and mom had 2.5% interest. What would Jerry and Richard's be? It would be a little bit more.
It is a little more for me.
Well, cause Daddy just got a third. Granny had a third house.
Again, I'm not a child attorney, so keep that in mind. If someone more experienced may tell you slightly different, but best I can tell, you all have like a 5.6% interest. You have 5.6% interest.
Yeah, that works right.
Yeah, because more people from
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is to say so, and that's what we do. We can walk away.
But we're not afraid of
2.5.
He's got 75.
I'll have a copy.
Which is still not enough to do, I mean,
But
as long as he has a place to live, it's not gonna get my money. Yeah, he can come in and say 75%.
He says if we do not hear this information be entered into the record with no cost. So you all can either just stick to it if you want, or
what are you looking for?
Sponsors, pretty much.
Okay, all right, we're having an event next door too, so.
are you here to speak on a property?
Yes,
Okay, if you'll just sign in at the podium for me, please. Which property is this?
410 Level Road.
Oh, we pulled you from the agenda. I spoke with Samuel Duffy.
That's just not to get with me.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Alright, so we're all good?
I said, you're good. We found out there was an issue with the notification.
Yeah.
So we ended up waiving the charge and pulling it and,
Yeah, so I'm in charge of that, though. I take care of it.
okay.
So what happened was that notification went to San Diego to the owner of the building,
Right.
then back to Atlanta, and before it got to me, you guys took it. It took some time.
Okay, well, this is great, we'll put this on record, it's always good to have a contact for.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep
So-
yeah, I was gonna ask, so I can get some money.
Yeah.
We also had.
That's good.
Okay, this is great. Yeah, I'm so sorry, as soon as I realized that, I think 2 days ago, I just was saying, We'll circle back. Yeah, sorry you didn't know for nothing. It's all good.
You got me into that.
Yeah.
I do.
Since you're here. Yeah.
I was gonna do, you wanna have a conversation?
I'll come with you.
Okay, well, next week. That's been a problem. You know, I probably for you all too.
For me,
For you?
I'm okay.
Okay. So she's got your info.
Spending $10,000 in taxes.
This is the information.
Well, for the actual building, I mean, behind it.
Right.
And, you know, something we can do.
Well, I think some of it's on, they're in the dumpster.
The dumpster guys, we were talking about taking the doors off so it would be an open space rather than a closed open house.
Up to.
I think so.
Well,
They're just going in the house.
That's what I'm saying, I think the front doors come up, they're not gonna hide from the evening. Much vegetation. The vegetation is in the back side of the area, so I kind of like to leave, because we're full day birds, so get on the roof of the system. They're still off the AC, it's already been broken, it's still all copper piping. Then this is the lease building, so we're gonna restore it before we put it back, so we're gonna keep them out and off.
The long term.
What's your name? Mark. Mark, you don't want to speak? That's fine, you don't have to.
he's the only one that understands what's going on. I don't know why he's not speaking.
You don't want to talk about it.
Well, it's not, I don't have any interest.
I got you.
I'm just, well, I mean, I'm just.
Oh, okay. You're just here with her. Gotcha. Okay. That's fine.
What's still sticking in my head is what he said at the end of the day, it's still,
Still my lane.
it's still.
But that backside stuff is what we're.
And he can do with it what he will.
But that's where,
He
yeah.
can
I
stay
covered
there
up most of the front side yesterday.
free of charge, you know, cause it's his
We'll
house.
fix it up.
And we
He's
fix it
not
up.
involved in it.
Someone monitoring that. Here's what.
Have
He's
you
not
seen
involved, I
now?
don't think.
We had that inside, and then I'm driving back.
The hotel, I'm sorry, two companies, hotel, yes.
Yeah.
They come in as.
Well, they're concerned with it, even off the police when they're taking for records. You know?
Well, this is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're good. Yes, so, okay, well, that sounds, I'm gonna go.
I can look into vegetation, that's like. Yeah,
Like
so
it
some of
is,
it,
if there's
some of the
anything
vegetation is going
left
from
over,
the T on that way,
whatever
across
they
in
want
our
to
driveway,
do.
used to be our
We
driveway.
do not have.
So I don't wanna go onto their property and cut down trees, but at the same time, we're gonna come to your house. Anything that is underbrush that's on there, I would,
So whoever pays that back taxes on this property.
That's right, whoever pays taxes has.
yeah. I mean, this is unfortunate. Well, I know they let us, before those works,
They are the
petition to them, they allowed us to cut back, it was 16 feet off of our line. We had to go through a original work.
San Diego Beach.
We don't care what that's on. Sell one $2,000 $3 weeks before. Supposed to come in.
Okay, great. That'd be great.
When I came out of yesterday. Well, I run 12 units from Kimballton to C3.
You can read it now, and you can say I read it.
So I can stop and start selling out there.
Great, thanks for coming, we sure appreciate it. Sorry about that.
He is reading the email now, so you can say I read it.
We still gotta fix it up.
She said you text her.
Once it goes in, they start inspecting it, probably new plumbing, new electric.
Oh, more than that.
They closed it for being cold one time. I'm like, I don't understand it. What's that? In a blizzard.
All right. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
All right. Good morning. The Friday, September 27th, 2024, regular City of Knoxville public officer hearing is called to order at 9:38 a.m. I am Nicholas Bradshaw, the public officer designated by the mayor as described in the City Code of Ordinances, Article 6, unfit buildings, and charged with addressing properties in the city that are out of compliance with the adopted codes of the City of Knoxville. The adopted codes include the 2018 editions of the following. I'm going to read these. These are all international codes. Fire, building, residential, plumbing, mechanical, fuel gas, existing building, energy conservation, swimming pool and spa, and property maintenance codes, as well as the 2017 edition of the National Electric Code. The public officer is authorized to hold hearings, administer oaths and affirmations, examine witnesses, and receive evidence and issue orders as the result of his findings in determining the condition of buildings that are dangerous, unfit, and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants and/or public. The procedure for the public officer is as follows. Each case will start with a report and presentation of evidence by officers representing various city departments. Today, this will primarily consist of, but is not limited to, evidence presented by Mr. Scott Elder, Neighborhood Codes Enforcement Manager for the City of Knoxville. Mr. Elder is employed by the City of Knoxville and is certified as a Property Maintenance and Housing Inspector. Following the city's report and testimony, the owner or owners and/or their legal counsel, as well as any members of the general public, will be given an opportunity to respond. The public officer has the authority to limit this time as per his discretion. Today's agenda will be modified to hear the cases of property owners present at this time and in the order signed up as you enter the hearing room. We make this accommodation to minimize any inconvenience to the owners and members of the public here today. For those actively participating in today's meeting, thank you. Your involvement and active participation is appreciated. As per legal counsel, I need to read the following notice of demolition into the record. Any person who intends to perform work on a structure that the public officer has placed on an order against shall first make an application to the building official and obtain the required permit. For orders issued by the public officer, please be aware that just obtaining permits and starting rehabilitation of a structure does not invalidate the city's power to take corrective action, such as demolition of a dangerous structure, regardless of the amount of work performed by the owner. All orders are still in effect if the rehabilitation work has not been completed and the structure has not had all final inspections approved within the time provided by the order, or by an extension if one has been granted. Remember, if rehab is not fully complete or an extension is not in place, the structure may be demolished after the order time has expired or after any prior written extension of time has expired without any further notice given to the owner. All right, are there any questions before we start? And all participants are sworn in. Seeing none, all individuals testifying today will need to be sworn in. If you are testifying today, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. Mrs. Burke, please advise me if any individuals who arrive late and need to be sworn in mid-hearing. There was no one on Zoom needed to be sworn where I did not. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we will start diving into our agenda. Ms. Burke, what's the first item today?
2905 Washington Pike.
2905 Washington Pike. All right, Mr. Elder, what's the city's evidence for this?
All right, this property was originally inspected on April 29th, 2020. It was found to be vacant and unsecured at that time. As we go through the pictures here, you can see the rear deck is missing some required components and a guardrail. Keep going. We're getting there. Yeah, there we're kind of start seeing those pictures. It's also inadequately supported. You can see there with posts with rotten beams and just kind of piecemeal posts. The deck joists are sagging. Several doors in the windows are broken. And there's significant signs of vagrancy about the property. You can see that there's trash, and we've been out there several times. We've mowed this lot and cleaned it up several times. So we think it's a good structure, but we're recommending a 120-day repair-only order for this property. We think it can be saved. It just needs to be secured and cleaned, and that deck needs some attention.
All right, is there anyone signed up to speak on this property? If you could approach the podium and state your name and address for the record, please.
Yes, sir. It's Jerry Medley, Post Office Box 1461, Kodak, Tennessee. We just found out about this property 2 weeks ago, maybe, so we had no idea. I know I have a cousin that's been living there. So we just come to see what was going on. He's gonna have majority interest, so we'd have to figure out and get with the attorney, I guess. Should be worth us doing anything with it. I got a question on the back taxes. Somebody else comes in and pay back taxes. What right is it gonna give them towards that house?
Yeah, that's not really a question that we would resolve in this board, but you guys may have some resources that you could provide to answer that question, possibly. Jim, maybe?
It's really going to be a legal matter for an
Yeah.
attorney, yeah.
Yeah, we're just here to discuss the condition and the repair of the structure today.
Could I get it?
Would encourage you to reach out to an attorney to inquire about that.
Okay, I didn't take notes. Could I get a copy of what you said?
Sure, I think we can provide you with a copy of the checklist. Primarily what we're looking for is that it's just secured, boarded up, make sure that no one's living there, and that back deck get addressed at some point, whether that's hiring a contractor to make sure that it's safe, put guardrails up, that type thing, just to make it safe. Right now, it's unsafe, and then if it goes unattended, then we could potentially take further action, but we think it's a good house. It just needs a little TLC, so.
All right, thank you.
All right, but Alan or Sherry can provide you with a list of those items.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else present to speak on this item? All right. I do find the structure at 2905 Washington Pike, including the accessory structure, is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville, an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or the public. And I order the owner to repair the structure at 2905 Washington Pike, including the accessory structure, within 120 days. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the structure may be placarded as unfit for human habitation and vacated and closed. I encourage you guys to get together after the meeting and discuss it further as needed. What's the next item?
618 Hollywood Road.
This property was here last month. It was given an extension for another re-inspection, which did occur. Mr. Stone Rock here is there. He went by and took a look at it. It was originally inspected on October 2nd, 2023. It was found to be vacant and heavily dilapidated. There's significant damage to the roof, eaves, porches, and awnings. Most of the doors and windows are broken and or boarded. Porch is missing a required guardrail. Porch is inadequately supported. The posts are leaning, and I'll get Sherry to go back to the porches, and I can go back in a minute. There you go. If you'll stop at that one. The roof above the porch is inadequately supported. I'm struggling with that today. Posts are severely compromised and not adequately secured to the deck floor. So, and it shows deterioration on all sides. In particular on this one, the bottom support posts are leaning, that are holding the deck floor up. The posts that are holding the roof up have actually slid off the edge of the porch just a bit, so they're not attached. So that, there's a concern that roof will come down. That roof comes down, there's more damage to the main roof. That's just a terrible structure there. Sherry, can you go back to maybe the awning / carport? Not quite sure what that was. The other porch cover. You get one more, I think. Oh, one more. That. So that is already fallen. It's really has no structural value at all. The roof is gone. To the left above those two windows, to the right of the door, part of the roof is just being supported right there on the window trim. You can see the windows broken there. There's a picture, should be a picture inside, where Alan was able to take a picture through there and see that the roof is leaked and part of the ceiling has been brought down. So this has several problems with it. It's got missing siding there, but our main concerns there are these structures that are just terrible condition. There's a good picture. Well, yeah, see the rot on the roof, it's going up the rafters there, getting behind the siding, so this place is, it's just gonna further deteriorate. So, we're recommending a 120-day repair demolition order for this property.
All right, I know the owner was present to speak on this last month, and we accommodated a request that he had made to do a reinspection. That I see that did take place on September the 9th.